I just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to know it. That's the stuff that I love, la da da da. We can be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if you wanna. We could hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights under stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. It's like the story of my life. Best friends, but we rockin' all the same things. Say you need me, but you really tryna change lanes. Well, I don't even care. Live my life, I don't battle with no fear. Fighting dragons, always been a real one. Hate you saying showing love, you a real chameleon. Get the facts freaking straight, always on repeat. Like, we could be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if you wanna. We could hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights under stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do.
Jordan, are we live? Can you jump back in and just holler at me? All right, sweet. Thanks, Jordan. All right. Welcome to Wine Talk with Tesh, everybody. It's your boy Tesh. Thanks for hanging out on this lovely, actually very nice, cool, windy day outside, right, Joni?
I'm with you.
Yeah, you're on. There you go. Oh, there's
hi.
Joni. Oh, hey, everybody. Joni's hanging out.
Hi.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. Thanks for making time, my friend.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's echoing on Instagram, FYI. All right, so I got my volume all the way down.
Me too.
And Joni has her volume all the way down.
Huh.
So let me see if I can... Is that better, Ashley Sawyer? Is it a little less echoey?
What if I... Oh, is that better? How's that?
Yep, I think that's better. Can you guys hear Joni okay? Dorsey Griffith, thanks for hanging out.
What?
And Aaron Rocks. Yeah. Dorsey's hanging out. That's better. All right, perfect. Joni, whatever magic you did, that's working better.
Okay, good.
Christy
All
Cooper
right.
is in the house. What's up, Christy? Cool.
Where do I
And
look?
Candace Eats World is in the building. Thanks for tuning in. How fun. We got a lot of fun people up in the building.
We do.
You guys missed my singing. So if being a sommelier doesn't work out in my favor, I'm just going to not sing and find another career to go into. So, Joni.
Yes.
How the hell are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I'm just...
You look good.
Oh, you know, I got my Tommy Bahama on, you know.
I see that.
You know, I'm trying
summer.
to... You know, yeah. It was... Today was nice, but, you know, I've had a really busy day. Yeah, I had wine deliveries this morning prior to working at the Sutter Club. Shout out Sutter Club, people.
That's right. Hello, Sutter Club.
Joni already knows, but the rest of y'all don't know that I got a second gig as a sommelier at the Sutter Club in downtown. So working a couple of different jobs now. So obviously, I'm not letting go of my business. And I want to continue to do Wine Talk with Tesh, and I want to continue to do the Tesh boxes and all that fun stuff. So none of that is going away. I just wanted to be able to do something fun in addition to that, and hopefully make a little bit of extra income, and also just be at a fun place where I can curate another fun program. So thanks for joining in. The bare minimum, I see you. So, Joni.
Yes.
We're going to be drinking a couple of your wines tonight.
I know. We're in Burgundy today.
We are in Burgundy. That's right. So for those of you who have...
dogs.
With hot dogs and sandwiches. By the way, the response to my email from you guys about doing hot dogs and sandwiches with these wines was fantastic. Everybody was excited. Nobody was like, Tesh, you fucking suck. Why are you doing this?
I think it's going to be an amazing pairing.
It's going to be a great pairing. But for those of you who have the wines, we're drinking the Thibault Liger-Belair Beaujolais Village, just south of the Burgundy region of France. We're in Beaujolais. And Jordan is probably going to... Jordan's in the background, by the way. Shout out to Jordan. Thank God you're back, man. Things a shit show around here without you. Anyways, he's going to put up a map of Burgundy so you can kind of take a look at that. He's going to put up a map of Beaujolais.
Beaujolais. Okay.
Yeah, and on that map, there's going to be a small area. If you look at the legend, there's a region outlined as Beaujolais Village. So kind of from within that area is where you can harvest the grapes for this particular wine.
Exactly.
There's a bigger region, right, as known as just Beaujolais. Then there's another region or another wine known as Beaujolais Nouveau. Beaujolais Nouveau is kind of cool. Johnny, you know Beaujolais Nouveau, right?
Yeah, it's easy drinking. It's the first harvest. They just bottle it and drink and send it out to people to drink. And, you know, it's meant to be kind of a party fun, celebrating the harvest.
Yeah, and it's kind of, I mean, I have never been, but like they celebrate it there is kind of a cool thing. The third Thursday of every November is when they'll release Beaujolais Nouveau. And basically right before Thanksgiving, right? And so the whole idea is to like get out and drink these wines that are really young and really fresh. Literally just got harvested. They crush it, ferment it, bottle it. It's out there.
Exactly.
But we're concentrating on a more restricted area tonight because Beaujolais Village. Can't hear Joni now. They said on Instagram.
You can't hear me?
Did you mute yourself? Did you touch your microphone?
Nope. You should be able to hear me.
Oh, yeah. Candace Eats World? I don't know why I keep saying Candace Eats World. Candace, can you hear her now?
Okay, can you hear me? Because my microphone is on.
So I can hear you on Restream, but somebody said they can't hear you on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Well, how do I fix that? I
don't know. I'm not looking at your screen.
Well, I turned my volume off so it didn't... on Instagram so that it didn't mess up with the other one. I turned it off on Instagram.
Oh, like your like the little microphone button?
Yeah, remember when you
said... no, turn that back on.
Well, that was causing the problems there.
Yeah, I know, but that's gonna mute you entirely.
Okay,
there we go.
It's on.
Okay, cool. Is that better?
Thumbs up. Echoes?
I don't hear an echo anymore.
Okay. So so is that working? She says no, that's not
needed. No, hold on. That was from like a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear Joni. She's got her microphone back on her phone, so we should be all right. So we're in Beaujolais Village, and I think it's a phenomenal bang for your buck. I think that you get a lot of wine for a decent amount of money, and they're really, really fun and really delicious, and not very serious wines. Like these are very delicious wines, but they're not to be taken overtly seriously, right? Like,
if I agree with that.
Yeah, you don't think? I guess you could take it seriously, right?
I think they need to be taken more seriously than they sometimes are because they're really delicious.
And you guys are about to find that out.
And I mean, you don't have to get like all wacko on it, but there's a lot of that's delicious. It's good complexity, good food wine, and Beaujolais has been neglected for many years because people didn't take it too seriously. So they were thinking about the party wine, the Beaujolais Nouveau, that is super fun.
I'll just shut up, Joni. You just take over, all right?
This is a village wine. This is these are wines that are made very well, and you can still afford them. Some quality wines, and they're they're very similar to Burgundy, but maybe a little bit more bang for your buck.
For sure, and like to the point that is, I think that when you get into like cru Beaujolais, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that those are wines that you could potentially lay down for a short period of time. You know what I mean? And I guess that's what I mean by like a little bit more serious, you know?
You're right. This is not Beaujolais. You're right.
Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in on the gram. Soraya, I see you. Thank you. Appreciate you. For those of you who have the wines, we are just starting off with the Thibault Liger-Belair, the Beaujolais Village. Please pour yourself a glass if you have not already done so. I hope you got to put a small chill on it because I think these wines are delicious with a little bit of a chill. Hi, David. We see you, baby. Yeah, so Johnny, tell us about. So we talked a little bit about Beaujolais.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell us a little bit about the producer? Because this
Yes,
is one of
I
my
can.
favorite producers, but really, my memory is not serving me well. I really could just tell you that they make good wine.
Well, okay, so I'm glad you asked because the winemaker and the winery owner is Thibault Liger-Belair. He is a young man. He's from a winemaking family and a winery, a vineyard owning family from Nuit Saint Georges. He, the family has been a big part of Burgundy for many generations. But over the years, maybe they kind of sold off some of their vineyards and gotten a little smaller and a little bit still big, definitely an important part of Burgundy. But Thibault, in his early 20s, went off to study winemaking, but also got into the business of, he developed some kind of a wine app that made him a lot of money. This was
Really?
yeah. So this
Oh, I
was
didn't know that.
years ago. Actually, yeah. So 1982. Is that when it was? No, 2001. Sorry, 2001.
I was like, there was no apps in 1982, Joni.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right to me. Okay. But he was able to make quite a bit of money and was able to come back and purchase some of the vineyards that his family vineyards that they had owned before, that they had sold, and he was able to buy them back. And so now they have some really nice holdings in Burgundy. And then he's very interested in Beaujolais and had kind of Beaujolais is really coming back as far as finally people are discovering it, rediscovering it, and so some of the younger and more forward-thinking Burgundy producers are going into Beaujolais and purchasing vineyards there, and that's what he's done. So another thing that he's done, he's super passionate about starting from the ground up, and all of his vineyards, his family vineyards, are now biodynamically farmed, including this Beaujolais.
Say it slow, girl. Say it slow.
So they have lots of goats, and in the vineyards, and they bury the horns, the whole bit. But what that does is it provides great growing conditions for really quality wines.
Awesome.
So are we tasting this right now?
We are, yeah.
Okay.
So for those of you guys who are wondering, this is 100% Gamay. That's the name of the grape, Gamay. And you'll see Gamay primarily when you think of Gamay. I mean, in my head, I think about Beaujolais. But that being said, Gamay is grown in lots of different parts of the world. I'm hearing background music. Is that just me?
It's not me, but I hear it.
Jordan, do we have background music on? Are we just vibing in the background?
Groovy.
All right, it's cool. You guys, does anybody else hear the background music? Am I just fucking going crazy? I hear a beat. Is that just me? Diana said, I'm really enjoying this with my hot dog and a sourdough bun.
Awesome.
And
I'm going to taste it with my hot dog.
Yeah, do it. I already ate dinner, guys. So we ended up making, so I told you, a lot of you guys who follow me on the gram know that Danielle and I, we do HelloFresh, or we started HelloFresh not too long ago. And so our dinner tonight was a chicken and mushroom ravioli. And honestly, it was just because it was generally, like, it was easy to make. So we were like, cool, let's do that. Diana, you hear it too. And I'm tripping because why would it, you're on Instagram. How are you hearing it?
It's probably me, but I don't hear it in my house, but probably something on my computer.
Oh.
But
Oh, you know what? Jordan said it's me. I like it. No, that's cool. All right, thanks, Jordan. I appreciate that. I was tripping, man. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so we're drinking Gamay, and one of my favorite producers. I think that over the years, vintage after vintage, in terms of consistency, I think that Thibault Liger-Belair does a phenomenal job. We used to service by the glass at Ella years ago.
There's a picture of the winemaker. Wait there.
Oh, awesome.
Thibault. Wait,
can you show it on your phone too, so people can see?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What happened? Oh, here we go. Okay, so there it is. I think he's backwards on the phone.
No, that's okay. Have a Maker Mama, thanks for joining. Jennifer, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Ralph, you're never late, baby. You always on time. You're good. All right, so. Oh, Diana said he's handsome.
He is handsome.
Is he?
Yeah. He's super sophisticated looking.
Yeah, he's not as good looking.
Player.
Yeah, he's not as good looking as me.
He looks a lot like you, Tesh.
Yeah, Jennifer, we're trying to figure out what the heck the echo is from. We can't seem to figure that out. So I apologize. It's happening. I'm digging the beats in the back. I'm so sorry. I'm so distracted by it. Joni, give us some tasting notes on this wine. Could you?
Sure. Somebody on here was saying there's a unique taste and nose that they can't put a finger on the description. Well, I'm not sure what they're tasting, but you know, very bright cherry and high like raspberry and those kinds of fruits, but you always have this nice subtle spicy quality to it, and there's a kind of a crushed granite, they always say, and I know that's sort of hard to sure what that means, but that's kind of that mineral backdrop of what you're tasting with that wine. There's some kind of dried rose petal qualities to it, don't you think?
Yeah, dried rose petal. I like that call. That's a really good call.
Yeah. Yeah, just bright, and it's just a little, they use the word crunchy sometimes when describing Beaujolais.
Yeah, I hate that.
Well, what that means, I think what that means is that it's not like the tannins are a little bit more, you know, you feel them. They're not super, he softens the tannins up quite a bit actually with his winemaking. But you definitely feel the tannins, and you feel kind of some unripened fruit. So all of that feels like crunching on an apple or something. I think that's what they mean, crunchy.
No, for sure. It has a crispness to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I feel this wine to me is phenomenal. I mean, I do pick up on the cherry, right? It's got that bright cherry when you smell it. I think there's like a small hint of like pomegranate kind of flavor.
Oh yeah.
And then it has like a herbaceous quality on the palate. Like it's kind of like is there do they include stems or do whole cluster?
Yes, they do. For
yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So you pick up on that on the palate in the form of like a greenness, almost kind of like a herby kind of quality, and that is from whole cluster fermentation, which is exactly what it sounds like. And a little bit of stem inclusion. So yeah. Mm-hmm. And Jennifer, it is delicious. The link, if you go to YouTube and Facebook, we'll put the link. Jordan, could you drop the link for the Beaujolais Village into the Instagram feed? Hey, I'll tell you what, guys. I know a couple of you are watching on Instagram, but we'll just call it wrap on Instagram because the echo is pretty intense. I've just been told.
Oh, really? You want me to turn off?
For those of you guys who tuned in on Instagram, go to Facebook and go to YouTube because we're gonna switch over there because the echo is killing us. It's killing you, really. So I'm not sure why, but that's okay. We'll iron that out later. We'll just focus on the other two for tonight. For the second wine, for those of you who aren't joining, who can't switch over, you don't have the other options. We're drinking Vincent Girardin Bourgogne Rouge. This is available on winewithtesh.com. So is the other wines. Visit winewithtesh.com if you can't make it over. But we're going to switch over to Facebook and YouTube and just focus on that. Lots of love, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
you want me to turn off my Instagram?
It'll kick you off
okay,
automatically.
cool.
So I'm just gonna share that for now. Boom, boom, and we'll just call that good. And now we don't have to worry about it. Now we can just chat here. So hopefully everybody else from over there moves over. So Joni, we were talking about.
So Lori, lastly, is giving a touch of currant. I agree with her.
Okay, cool. I feel
Don't
it.
you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like red currants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel that.
We're on to the Vincent Girardin now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pull that off.
Oh, hang on. I want to know how many of you guys made hot dogs or sandwiches and had some Beaujolais with hot dogs?
Yum.
I want to know. Let me know in the chat because that's the only way I can communicate with you. James Shelby, I know you're watching. I saw a thumbs up earlier. One, how the hell are you? Sorry I missed your call. I tried calling you back. I shot you a text message. Why don't you love me, man? No, hit me back up and let me know if you guys ended up doing the yeah, Diana, I know you did, girl. Ooh, and David made a steak sandwich? How y'all gonna be in the same house and eat different things? Lori said she did hot dogs and...
I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries. Take your time. And Ruffles, yes. We are having barbecue honey mustard rubbed baby back rib. Damn, Christy, y'all got down. Joni, when she's left, she left. She's like out. She's like, fuck this show. We ordered from Binchoyaki, but they had Japanese corn dogs. What? Japanese corn dogs? Dude, tell me more. More. That sounds really good. Japanese corn dog sounds amazing. All right, cool. And then let me know. I want to know how it paired for you, Lori. How do you like the Beaujolais with the hot dogs? And how? First of all, I know it's delish, Ashley, but I gotta freaking go try these Japanese corn dogs from Binchoyaki. How did it pair with the wine? And how are you enjoying it? That's what I want to know. Christy, you tell me too. How did the wine go with the baby back ribs?
Okay, this is on.
I just want to take a quick moment to tell you we are sorry for the technical difficulties on the Instagram. Don't know. I send you bill in mail, okay?
It's probably me.
We will try turning it on, turning it off, and then turning it back on again, okay? Really delish. It's closer to a sausage inside of a hot dog, but still really good. Cool. That's dope. I like that. That's fantastic.
So Tash,
yeah.
I didn't get the notice that we were having hot dogs, but I think
What'd you
it's a
make?
great pairing. It's a smoked apple sausage from Trader Joe's. It's quite delicious.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
Joni, I know that's not your whole dinner, right? That's like your...
Oh no, huh?
Okay, cool.
There's some vegetables in there too.
Okay, cool. All right. That's probably why I weigh 300 pounds and you don't, because I'm like, I know you're going to eat more than that. And Chrissy said her baby back ribs are not done yet, just drinking at this point. I like it. I jumped ahead. So, okay, cool. So if you guys like that wine, I do have quite a bit more. We didn't have as much movement on Tesh Talk boxes this month as I was hoping. So if you love that wine and you want to restock it, go do so now. Boom, click the link right there in the chat and go get yourself some more because it is very, very, very good wine. So for those of you who are doing the pairing and are moving along, you're like, hey, I need to move on to the next wine. Please pour yourself a glass of the Vincent Girardin, and we'll keep going. So Joni, this is another one of your wines, and
it is.
I've had Vincent Girardin several times over the years.
Yes, you have.
Solid producer. Mm-hmm. And when I saw that the Bourgogne Rouge was there, you were like, hey, we have the 16 vintage. And I was like, dope, you know? So tell us first about Vincent Girardin. How long have they been around? Have they been around forever?
So they're a rarity in Burgundy in that they have been around only since the 1980s.
So they're fairly young as a winery
Mhm.
compared to most, right?
Right. But right away, they started doing unique things in the winery, and they started really being passionate about making the best expression of the fruit, and that kind of they sort of between traditional and modern. They're not super ripe, but they're very clean wines, very silky. They manage to, in their growing practices and in their winemaking practices, they use very little. Their oak barrels are usually more on the neutral side. So what they end up having is a wine that is expressive of the terroir and the beautiful quality fruit, and not not a lot of like we were talking about the tannins earlier. The tannins are nice and soft and silky. So I've had a lot of wines from Girardin. This is their somewhat of an entry level wine from them. All of their wines are quality like this. They're all really pretty, clean, beautiful, soft Pinot Noir. So it's Burgundy, so it's 100% Pinot Noir. The winery is based out of they started in the Santenay region, so in the southern Côte de Beaune instead of the Côte de Nuit. And Côte de Beaune is also known for white wine, and they make a lot of beautiful white wines. But their red wines tend to be kind of soft and beautiful and delicious.
Awesome. So I'm sorry, guys. I kind of skipped a step. So Jordan, if you don't mind throwing up that Burgundy
the vineyard.
map.
Mm-hmm.
So let me kind of guide you guys here, because it is a big picture and it's kind of breaking down. So up north, right, in the purple and the kind of like pink-ish color, that's primarily Pinot Noir. So this is the northern part of Burgundy. What you see on the top left there is Chablis. So it's primarily it's all Chardonnay. And then in the orange and the light orange is the Maconnais, and that's Chardonnay as well. And that grayed out area at the bottom, that's Beaujolais, which is where the first wine was from. So literally, when I said it's like just north, right? We're just north. And then if you want to get a little bit more specific, we can with that pinkish area up top, which is called, it's kind of divided into two different regions, that pinkish area. It's the Côte de Nuit up north, and then the southern portion is the Côte de Beaune. And then Santenay, which is where the winery was originally founded, is at the bottom portion of the Côte de Beaune. So I know I can't point at it or anything, so hopefully that kind of gives you a visual of where we're at within that region. So yeah, there you go. So some feedback on this wine. I want some thoughts about how you guys like it. First initial thoughts. How's it pairing? If you tried it with your food, you might already be done eating. So this for you guys. So if anybody's wondering, this is 100% Pinot Noir. So we're drinking all Pinot, and then Joni. I noticed that their bottle, so it says Vincent Girardin. It says Mersal, France. Are they within Mersal now? Is that what
the one? Maybe they're the so the winery is from Santenay, but it's possible if they have something on the bottle. Is that on the back here? Where's it?
No, it's on the front label, just underneath Vincent Girardin.
Oh, Mersal. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I mean, I would guess, but that could be where the winery is based now.
Okay.
That would make sense, right?
So, guys,
the vineyards are not from. I don't believe the vineyards would be from Mersal. That's mostly white wine.
Yeah, for sure. So for those of you guys who are wondering, that's really not that far. It's like up a half an inch into the east
Right.
of where Santenay is on that map.
But it kind of would make sense because they also do have a lot of white wines.
Yeah, for sure. And they're in that same pocket region, you know what I mean? So it makes sense that they're gonna be growing varietals out of that region as well.
Do people think of this as the style as being like fruity and elegant, with supple tannins? Is that what you're getting?
Yes, absolutely. I do like that this is fruity, but it also has a lot more than just like the fruit forward. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not like a California Pinot, which I think like a lot of you guys really like the Miura Santa Lucia Highlands, and that stuff is really good, and it definitely has a place in my heart. But I love this because I feel like it's not just a fruit forward pop. It's like fruit, but like it's balanced. It has really good acidity. There's some earthy element to it, right? Pairing, my cousin said, pairs very well with potato chips. And Christy, we know you can only do one. That's okay. That's the whole point. Daughter's birthday weekend. Tell your daughter we all said happy birthday. Potato chip pairings is the move, man. Everybody's doing that. Consensus of the room is that the Beaujolais Village is a far better selection. I'm going to disagree. I'm sorry. The Beaujolais Village is a brighter, more fruit-forward wine than this is, but I think that this wine is absolutely stunning in its own accord. So again, my goal with presenting two wines isn't for you to go like, oh, this one's better than that one, but I know that's the natural instinct. It's
natural, right?
It's the natural instinct to be like, I like this one more. Absolutely. Drink this one without even thinking about the first one and tell me if you just like it. That's what I want to know. Because that's where I want us to be, right? I like that it has some earthiness to back the fruitiness. Yeah, I agree, Ashley. I think that it does. It has like that rustic kind of mushroom, earthy forest floor kind of element to this wine that makes it absolutely stunning.
It's funny when I said fruity, I was everything's relative, right? I was talking about in Burgundy standards. Not all Burgundies will have this much nice fruit. Sometimes you're going to taste much more of the spicy qualities and the non-fruit, the mineral, the mushroom, the cola. But this one, you definitely can get some nice, beautiful, clean, pretty fruit with all of the tertiary flavors kind of lifting it up.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I think it's a beautiful wine. So, Lori, go back and just try it without thinking about the first one, and then decide whether or not you like it. Because that's the question I want you to ask, and that's really hard to do, right? Again, it's the natural instinct to just be like, I had this one. Which one do I like more? But the question should really be is, do I like this wine right here? And that's a question that I have to ask myself a lot, and I have to check myself as a sommelier, as a wine buyer, right? When I'm tasting through wines with people, I have to ask myself the question is like, do I like this wine more than the next wine or the previous wine, or is it that I actually like this wine? Because that can kind of throw off your scale, and so you kind of have to reset after every wine and be like, objectively, right? As objectively as possible, right? Of course, wine is subjective to a certain degree, right? How you feel, what you ate, all those things are going to kind of affect, I think, your mood and your perception of the wine. Chrissy said, okay, I finally taste cherry in the Beaujolais. Woo woo.
Yay!
I want to know what James Shelby thinks of this wine. I asked that long time ago. He still ain't said nothing.
What does Sarah Sutton think of this wine?
Yeah, what does Sarah Sutton think of this wine? Come on, dude. I don't know. Sarah was on Instagram. And then she might have cut out. I think she cut out. So I don't know if she's watching or if she's out there. Hopefully she is. But Sarah Sutton, we want to know what you think of this wine too. Ralph and Marianne, how are you guys doing? And first of all, is Auntie Nora with you guys? That's what I really want to know. You guys have been having.
What does Dorsey Griffith think of the wine?
Dorsey was on Instagram too. Oh. Hopefully she switched over. Dorsey's awesome. Anyhow, I love this wine, Joni. Thanks for showing it to me. For those of you guys who are out there who are drinking it as well, I hope you love it as much as I do. If you do love it and you want to stock up on some more, the link is in the chat there. Feel free to click that and you can order yourself some more. Nora is not in the house tonight. Lame. What the hell? That's okay. I got nothing but love for her. And for those of you guys who are watching, oh, you know who else? Tori. Tori isn't here. She said no, they dissed me. If you know Nora, the fact that she said dissing is funny.
Would that be like me saying dissing?
It'd be like you saying dope.
I say it to you.
Joni says dope to me once. So yeah, this wine is dope. And I'm like, Joni, you ain't got to try to do that. It's okay. But these wines are dope. So I hope that you love them as much as I do. I was saying Tori isn't here. Or at least she is. She hasn't joined in on the chat. But Tori's cool. She really enjoys the tastings as well. For those of you guys who are watching and you are like, hey, I really want to participate in these, go to winewithtesh.com, click on Wine Talk, and you can order yourself a Tesh Talk box. That's what I call them because I'm conceited and I put my name and everything. There you go. It's in the link right there. Click on that link in the chat, and you can order your box. I ship to California. I ship anywhere in California. And you can tune in and you can try the wines with us and we can chat about them and get to kind of explore the world and explore some wines that you probably wouldn't have picked up off of a shelf somewhere yourself. So
that's what's so cool about these Tesh Talks that you do, Tesh. You really bring them some fun stuff.
We try and make them fun, right? We try and make them fun and try and make them accessible.
They wouldn't go out and buy one of these bottles. They can't probably find them.
I don't know that most people would. And I don't know that most people would probably be able to find these producers super readily. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. And so on that note, thank you, Joni, for showing me wines that aren't necessarily like everywhere, you know?
You're welcome.
Let's see. Diana said that this wine goes much better with just Havarti cheese. Other wine goes way better with my hot dog. That's why I recommended them both.
There you go.
That's why I recommended them both. Did you get regular Havarti or did you get Havarti with like dill or something? That's what I want to know. The Bourgogne is much better with the chili dog. All right. That kind of makes sense, right? Because if you have like a nice like beef chili, that's gonna make sense. That the Bourgogne would smack just a little bit more with something. And Chrissy said, "Thank you, Joni."
Oh. You're welcome. Thank you.
Regular Havarti. I feel that the regular Havarti is where it's at. Cool. Joni, you got anything else for us that you need us to know about, or?
No, I just really think that I love what you're doing, and I love it that you're bringing cool wines to your customers that they wouldn't otherwise have, and you're making it fun for people because, you know, wine is supposed to be delicious and it's supposed to be fun. It shouldn't be taken as seriously as some folks do. I mean, it's about learning about new things and not being intimidated by what you don't know, just learning about and just being excited to try new wines all the time. And I think that's what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I think that, you know, for me, you can know as much as you need to know about wine without like being pressing about it. And you can know as much as you need to know about wine without being pretentious about it. And what the hell is the point of knowing anything if you can't communicate it well to people that you care about? Right.
And then enjoy it.
Yeah. And like, you know, yeah. So I hope that you guys get some learning out of these wines and drink some stuff that you guys probably wouldn't have had otherwise. Yeah. Shop the website because I got kids to feed. No, because the wines are really good.
I want to sell him more wine too. So
enjoy, yeah. So the more wine you buy, the more wine Joni sells. So it's good all around. So
we're just here to make you happy.
For sure. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. So 14 days, I'll send out that pairing a little bit closer to the date, kind of like I did this one. I'm trying to be more on top of that, so that way it's not like day of kind of thing. So I'll send out the pairing for the next one. Would you recommend these wines alone? Yes,
I
absolutely.
would totally drink both of
them. Yeah. my kids are gonna go to bed in 20 minutes, and I'm probably gonna crack open that Beaujolais, even though I Coravin it, I'm probably gonna crack it open and drink it completely by itself.
You got the last 2 cases.
Yeah, I did. We got the last 2 cases, right, in Northern California. So this 17 vintage. What I have is what I have. So check it out, order it. I can't tell you the number of bottles I've just poured out because they were yucky. No longer now that I get to have these test boxes.
Yay!
Yes, that is it. That is it. I think one of the fun things about the boxes too is, and a lot of you guys can attest to this, right? I think one of the fun things about the boxes is that you might get a wine that you don't fully appreciate, but you will still think it's good. But you're like, this is good, but I prefer something else. You know what I mean? Like, I think when you taste these wines, you go, wow, I understand why that is what it is. And I appreciate it for what it is. And I like it for what it is. But, you know, it's okay to taste something and be like, it's not my favorite wine, but I do appreciate it and I do like it. There's room for that. But hopefully you love all of the wines because, you know, that makes my heart happy. Also, I just learned tonight how crooked my nose is. And I think that as I turned 37 this year, and the older I get, the more crooked my nose gets from a basketball injury from like fucking junior high, which I feel a lot smarter learning about new wines. Awesome.
Me too.
We all do, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So 14 days. The next round, we are going to be drinking the Côte de Roussillon by Bastide Miraflore. And we're also drinking the Alto Moncayo Garnacha. And on that one, somebody that you guys have not met, Chris Belts, is going to be on. He's a cool dude, and I know that you guys will like him. So, but Joni, thank you so much for making time. Thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you. It was really fun.
We appreciate you. You came back by popular demand, by the way.
This time too?
I was hanging out with a couple of people who were clients, and they were like, when are you gonna have Joni back on? And I was like, well, shit. I mean, I guess I'll have Joni back on.
That's
so
just because I think I was your first.
I think you were.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think so. But still, people really like you. So
I'm glad to hear it.
So thanks for making time.
Thank you.
You hear that, guys? Joni likes you too. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in 14 days. Until the next time, drink good wine and nothing less. All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.
She said that she hate me, I hate me too. I can always tell when you're lying, girl, you're see-through. All these miles away, yeah, I just wanna see you. Baby, give me good face, she hit me like seafood. Remember when I saw you, hi, it's nice to meet you. Know my old girl salty, she just wanna be you. I'm a dog, no Maltese, I don't wanna leave you. Want you right here, I just don't wanna mistreat you, no. Cause I've been a douchebag before, baby girl, I don't wanna repeat. She just won't please me, she look in my eyes, told me why are you bleeding? And I don't even know how to answer. I take these drugs to my bladder. She says she noticed a pattern. She say I look gorgeous, I tell her I'm flattered. But I hate my reflection. When I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just wanna feel better. Hate my reflection, when I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. Don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. I just hope I feel better. You said that you love me, don't know if it's still true. Hate it when you're not here, love it when I'm with you. You say you don't trust me, all the shit we've been through. Why you always upset? I don't really get you, I don't really get you. Why should I always gotta be so stressful? Baby, can you tell me why are you so vengeful? I don't understand you, I can't live without you, but I can't fucking stand you. I'm just so obsessed, I should take better care of myself, but fuck it. Blacked out in public, on that like she upset, but I know she love it. I hate my reflection, when I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just wanna feel better. Hate my reflection, when I look at you all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. Don't know the reason, just hope I feel better.